read many things because you'll always find something of importance. And this is for Shepherd Fields Publishers. They're in Missouri. It's a religious organization. But that doesn't mean to say I am part of that. I just read what they have. And sometimes they give you some information that is good. Now this fellow wrote an article, and after condemning everybody, he writes this. And he got this on Friday, January 9th, 2009, Fox News.com, by Robert Roy Brill. Okay? Now I'll read it. Modern power grids are so interconnected that a big space storm, the type expected to occur about once a century, could cause a cascade of failures that would sweep across the United States, cutting power to 1.30 million people or more in the country alone. The new National Academy of Science report concludes impacts potable water distribution within several hours, perishable foods and medications lost in 12 to 24 hours, loss of heating, air conditioning, sewage disposal, phone service, transportation, fuel supplies. The report states the race is on for better forecasting ability. At the next peak in solar activity is expected to come around 2012. Now, hasn't South Central been talking about this right along, huh? Haven't we? You bet. You bet. They're getting wise to themselves. But don't worry, because they don't have all the answers. We have the answers. And as I was told by my spiritual brethren, that is not in the archives for us to get lost. Not all people will be saved, but only those who make an effort to be saved are saved. Now, we are barking up the wrong tree. Now, what is a wrong tree? And a wrong tree is an elliptical or slanted tree within it. And where is our tree of life? It is this. This is our tree of life. And inside here we have a neural canal. And that neural canal does not extend all the way down to the coccyx, to about the upper border of the first lumbar, and then it becomes a sac, which means that the first cervical has a connection with the first segment of the spinal cord. But when we come down here, it isn't that way. It comes down this way. So this is the wrong tree. It is elliptical. It is not parallel. A parallel tree would be that every vertebra would be parallel to the same segment within the spinal cord. You understand that? We have 33 segments, and every one of those segments must have a parallel spinal nerve. But they come down this way. So the only way to look at this thing is by making so-called parallels with the things that are seen. So we'll take a piece of chalk and let's look at the world. Four quarters: north, east, south, west. And this is the equator. So for this thing to become elliptical, that is slanted, it looks like this is the sea. And this here is the sky. So it goes this like that, and this like that. Okay? So you see the east, which is the old world, is a sea. It's from the sea. And at the bottom of the sea, there are, this is the bed of the sea, and at these sites here, especially a site like this, is a piece of earth that is lit up, and from it you see black smoke coming out of it, and not only that, you see creatures here. In other words, this is the creation, no place else. Understand this carefully now. Creation starts within the sea. A volcano. Okay? And this volcano keeps erupting with fire. And that over here is something like a chimney, and this black smoke comes out of it. And it pours into the seawater. And over here is that piece of earth, that's the earth, where things are created. Now this tube worm and I call this hyperthermal vents. I say extremely hot water vents. Make it easy, same thing.